Kristi Noem is now facing articles of impeachment in the House of Representatives brought forward by Illinois Democratic Representative Robin Kelly and signed on to by at least 70 different Democrats. That's not a small number. We're talking a good percentage of the Democrats in the House of Representatives have now signed on to these articles of impeachment against Kristi Noem. Ordinarily, everybody who's watched me talk about, the Democrats are filing articles of impeachment against this person, that person, I typically say like, gotta wait. And obviously we don't have the numbers to convict her in the Senate, so we can't remove her from office. But I take exception to Kristi Noem on this particular issue. I think the Democrats are, in fact, doing the right thing at the right time. This is perfect. Obviously, we're only a week removed from the death of Renee Good. Everybody has seen the videos. There is no doubt about what happened. The lies that this administration has been telling us about that death, completely falling apart every 2 seconds. But it's not just that. That was kind of the icing on the cake, that killing, for these Democrats to move forward with the articles of impeachment. Because that is just one of countless issues we have seen from Kristi Noem's entire Department of Homeland Security this year alone, not just ICE, the entire department. We have seen misuse of funds, right? Hauling her around in those jets, buying new jets so that she doesn't have to fly commercial. Her constant role playing. FEMA. I mean, I don't even have to elaborate on that one, but FEMA. And of course, we have Texas, North Carolina regarding FEMA. There are examples I can give you, but I think we're all well versed in those. And then ICE, obviously restricting lawmakers' access to the detention facilities, to the ICE field offices, which is literally against the law. And I think that's the big one. So you definitely have her on a crime, violating a law that Donald Trump signed earlier last year. And he initially signed the original law. He signed an extension this past year back in 2019. So is Kristi Noem breaking the law? Yes, she is 100%. By refusing to allow lawmakers of either party access to these facilities, that is a direct violation of a law that Donald Trump himself signed multiple times. So I don't think there's any doubt that you got her on a high crime and or misdemeanor. Her memo that she wrote absolutely seals the deal. The rest of it is, just kind of also she does bad things here. Whether or not they rise to the level of criminal activity, I don't know. Okay? I mean, we have to be crystal clear about that. Kind of like with, Democrats have suggested articles of impeachment against Robert F. Kennedy Jr. He's done insanely dumb things since coming into office. He's a very dumb individual, but nothing that he's done is actually criminal and is something that you can be impeached for. Pete Hegseth, absolutely think he could be impeached. Pam Bondi, obviously abuse of power. You've got her there. So there are members of the administration that are just dumb but not criminal, and others that are both dumb and criminal. Kristi Noem happens to be one of those people that fits into both categories. But here is what Robin Kelly said when she introduced the articles of impeachment. She needs to be held accountable for her actions. Secretary Noem, you have violated your oath of office, and there will be consequences. I am watching you. Members of Congress are watching you. The American people, most importantly, are watching you. And most of all, we are not liking what we're seeing. If you believe impeachment is silly, then you are not taking your job or our Constitution seriously. And the reason she called her out for calling impeachment silly is because the Homeland Security Department released a statement saying that this whole thing was silly and that Democrats need to be focused on reducing crime. Isn't that what impeachment's all about? Like getting rid of somebody that broke the law? Getting a criminal out of power? So I don't think her statement there really matches up with reality. But then you had Representative Kelly say last week, quote, "From Chicago to Charlotte to Los Angeles to Minneapolis, Secretary Noem is violating the Constitution while ruining and ending lives and separating families. It's one thing to be incompetent and dangerous, but it's impeachable to break the rule of law. I told my constituents and Chicagoans that I would fight against Noem's agenda. This is me fighting back." And again, we got 70 Democrats that are on board with that. So that is where we're at. And I do think, obviously, this is a good move. And again, typically I'm on the fence about these things, but I do like this. And another reason, other than obviously you can pop her on crimes easy, but another reason I like this is because we are in a midterm year. We do have elections coming up in November. It seems like an eternity away, but it'll be here before we know it. So the Democrats doing this right now, at the most opportune time, by the way, is a signal to these voters that, look, we're not going to sit idly by. We're not going to be the people that come out and issue a statement and shake our fists and then we go and disappear. We're going to try to do something, even if we know the odds are against us to even do it. That is the message I want to see. I want to see somebody get into a fight, even when they know they're going to lose the fight, just to show us that they'll do it, right? Just to show us that they're not afraid. And I think that's what this is. And I think Robin Kelly has taken a tremendously brave leap by doing this. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, but obviously she is not afraid and she is not going to back down. And that is the message that these other 70 Democrats are also sending to their constituents. We hear you, we see you, we're fighting for you. We need more of that. And hopefully, throughout this year, as we get more into the campaign season, Democrats across the country, more and more of them are going to be doing the same thing. A super chat here from Gargoyle Dragon says, "Finally, Dems showing a backbone, but it should be noted that this didn't come from leadership. Dem leadership is better than most Republicans, but only just." 100% you're right. This is, Robin Kelly, how many people knew that name, either before seeing the stories or before seeing this segment? How often do you say the strong Democrats out there, you got Robin Kelly, you got AOC. No. So the leadership, Hakeem Jeffries in the House, Chuck Schumer in the Senate, who is, God, worse than useless, they do nothing. They do nothing. And then you got to leave it to everybody else to pick up the slack because we pick bad leaders. Not as bad as the Republicans, as you point out there, but not good either, not effective, not strong, not fighters. Maybe get the old dudes out and replace them with some young, scrappy, we're not going to take any prisoners type Democrats. That is what I would like to see. Will it ever happen? I don't know. I'm not optimistic about it. But if we can make the fighters the face of the party, then whoever we have sitting in leadership may or may not happen, may or may not matter. We all know who's having a meltdown like a snowflake right now, don't we, folks? It's Kristi Noem. She is. She's not happy about all of this. Her life is falling apart. And honestly, what's funny about this is that she could have left a month ago when all of those reports were coming out that Trump was going to fire her, or at least wanted her gone. Reports said that she was trying to find a way to get out. Now she's in a quagmire. She has created her own version of Iraq. I don't have an exit strategy now because I turned the heat up and oh my God, I'm stuck with this disaster. Or you could also say that about Venezuela now. We don't even know what the hell we're doing. We don't even know what the hell is going on right now other than Trump laundering the money, seemingly. that he got from the stolen oil. So, that's a big old mess. But now Noem can't leave, because if she leaves now, tries to duck out gracefully, it's going to look like she's abandoning it because she's terrified. So she has embedded herself into this unenviable position. A super chat from Man of Art says, the Republicans can't see the long-term repercussions of their actions. Trump is not immortal, and MAGA is banking on him being around forever. Yeah, they're dumb. There's no other way to say that. They're pretty dumb. And they do have a long-term vision problem. They only see what they want right this second, right now. To hell with the consequences, a week from now, a year from now, whatever it is. We want it now. And that never works out well for them. Thanks for watching, and if you are not already subscribed to the channel, please do so, and do not forget to like and comment and share widely among your friends.